What it do, y'all? It's your girl MakeupnTravel, and for today's video, your girl is here to bring you another video in my Must Have Must Gag series. This is my series I created inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series and the community playlist linked down below, as well as the Instagram pages that I follow to get this Instagram and makeup news. Lastly, I always have all of the items that I discuss listed and linked down below. If they are affiliate links, I will have the word affiliate listed behind the link in parentheses, and if you do shop through that link, that does give me a small commission, and I do appreciate it. It will be going directly into the things that I purchase for this channel, and I will not mix those funds any type of way with any other funds. So just putting that out there. So I think that's it. If you're wondering, did I record this look? I did. Haha. And this look should be coming up this week. I should have enough time to edit this video, and it is going to be my multi-look video with my Adept Cosmetics Club Nebula palette, and this is in collaboration with Angelica Nyquist. I will have my 5 looks, 1 palette up this I will have my 5 looks, 1 palette up this week, I promise. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna scoot over really quickly and we're gonna get into the makeup news. So if you didn't know, I tend to focus in on indie releases. That's just where my heart is. I really enjoy supporting an actual individual, and if you did not know, indie releases means that it is an independently owned brand, meaning typically that it's 1 or 2 people, or even maybe a couple more, that are literally creating the products, building the products, and then shipping them to your personal address. So let's go ahead and start off with Rose Glam Boutique. And Rose Glam Boutique is coming out with quite a few items. They're coming out with a Zodiac eyeshadow palette, and they're coming out with a Mystic Galaxy duochrome pressed glitter palette. They're also coming out with some lashes and a necklace. Okay, the eyeshadow palette, I would actually pick this up. I actually really like the color scheme, but there are 3 pressed glitters, so it is a no for me. The other palette is purely pressed glitter, so once again, it's a no for me. The only reason I'm talking about this purely is for those that you guys that follow me that may be interested in pressed glitters. I think these color schemes are actually very nice, but once again, it's just not for me. Adept Cosmetics, we finally see their full palette reveal for the collaboration with Capricorn, and I actually think this is interesting. Is this something that I'm going to necessarily pre-order? I don't think so. I do think that this is cute, but it's not for me. I think some of their older palettes that I'm actually like heavily into the whole color scheme, I may take a crack at when I'm fixing to buy something new. But right now, 1, I'm not fixing to buy anything new, and 2, I'm just not into this color scheme wholeheartedly. That being said, if a YouTuber that I follow and love to watch videos does some videos with this palette, I may be convinced. But as of right now, in this current moment, on Friday at 9:30 p.m., your girl ain't gonna buy it. Too Faced is doing another collection. It's called the Teddy Bear Summer Collection. So they're really showing us, or previewing this collection quite early. And I did recently watch the women at Beauty News. I did watch their video, right? And I kind of tend to agree. This palette looks very reminiscent to the Born This Way palette that they launched maybe last year. And this is definitely not something for me. Don't get me wrong, I think this color scheme is actually quite pretty, but I don't get a lot of use out of these palettes, you know? I may pick these up once in a blue moon. I review them, I get some colors out of them, I get some looks out of them, and that's pretty much it. I genuinely get the most use out of my crazy looking palettes. So I know this is going to be a pass for me. We don't really know what the actual teddy bear product is, but I'm gonna assume it's something that your girl can't use. And the lip product, I don't like their plumping. I don't like plumping lip products in general. My lips are plump enough. So this whole collection, as of right now, I am going to go ahead and pass. Viseart is coming out with a Paris Love Letter Tended Du palette. I believe this is their Valentine's Day kind of edition, and this is going to be easy pass for me. Although I like their pops of color, their neutrals are just too neutral for me. I needed them to bring more to the table than those neutrals. Had they put in some bright purples, some bright reds, some bright pinks, we may have been talking about a whole different situation. But the fact that they kept keeping the neutrals that they've been doing in a lot of these kind of miniaturized palettes, it's just not for me. And I do happen to have, I feel like, quite a few Viseart palettes, and I do enjoy the formulation. I don't need any more. McGrath is coming out with some Valentine's Day Love and Lust gloss duos. This is not something that I rush to pick up. One, the packaging is just not for me, and two, I just don't need any more lip glosses. I don't, and no, I know. So I went ahead and passed on this particular collection. I do have a lip gloss from McGrath, and I actually really do enjoy it, but I just think that, like, I have enough gloss for somebody who doesn't really use gloss all that much. But I have a gloss in my project pan, so we're gonna stay in my corner. Adept Cosmetics, they launched their palette where they had a certain amount of palettes. They had 2,000 palettes in stock, and then they also had launched their pre-launch, which also sold out as well, I believe. Either way, this palette is for $68, and it launched on February 18th, which was yesterday. I didn't even bat an eye when it came to this palette. Although it is interesting and cute, there are certain shades that I'm intrigued from Adept Cosmetics, and these are not them. I think I want to create my own kind of pre-made palette, and I want to do that when I have the money to. I am very intrigued to see what their neon and very bright shades look like. Between them and Terra Moon, I think those are the two brands that I may pick up a few singles from this year. I'm very intrigued just to see what they look like and how they perform. I've heard nothing but great things about Adept Cosmetics, and although the shimmer formulation is something that I'm into, okay? Your girl is here. I didn't feel like fighting for this palette, and I didn't have the money. I did not have the money, and I want to kind of try and stay as close to my budget as your girl can. Tower 28 has come out with 3 new blush, cream blushes, and I do already have one cream blush. I don't know what the shade is. Hold on quickly. So the shade of the cream blush that I have is Happy Hour. I believe this is the darkest of the 2 blushes that they had originally, and like I said, they've come out with 3 new shades. If I had to choose a shade between the 3, I would probably choose the Sun-Kissed Terracotta, but in the grand scheme of things, I already have a cream terracotta-y shade. I actually have it from Flower Beauty, and it's actually kind of an unofficial project pan item. This is in cinnamon, and this is pretty much like a nude shade. Terracotta shades sometimes can pull very nude on me, so overall I'm just gonna pass on this kind of new addition for their collection. But I will say I actually really do enjoy their formulation, and this is kind of one of my first favorite cream formulations that I have personally tried. Morphe Cosmetics has come out with more artistry palettes, and they're all available at Ulta. You can of course get the $3.50 off with a coupon, and I think these are cute. Are there any that I am like about to throw elbows for? Yeah, no. At the most, the greeny neutral one is cute, but once again, I don't see any that I'm going to throw elbows for, so I'm gonna pass overall. Artist Couture has shown and launched their latest palette, which is their Ethereal Bloom collection. You get this palette which has 3, 6, 8 shades, and then you get like a loose glitter pigment situation. I think they're both beautiful, quite pretty actually, but they're not anything that I personally think I need in my collection, so I am going to continue to pass. Menagerie Cosmetics has sneak peeked that they're going to be launching a new blush. I think this might be coming out very quickly after or on the same day as their latest palette launch, and this is their Glow Blush. It's coming out February 26th at 12 p.m. PST. I think this is actually a very pretty blush shade, and I think this would be unique to my collection, which is saying something. I don't know. I may pick this up. I want to go through my collection. I want to see if there's any cool tone purples that are powder, that are shimmering, that I already have. If not, clock me, okay? Clock me. Another brand that is new to Sephora very recently is Myricks, and they have quite a bit of products. So they have a foundation and concealer stick, they have a cream blush, they have a lip oil, a hydrating balm, a volumizing eyebrow pomade gel, a lengthening mascara, and a blending brush. Good Lord. I'm pretty sure I just finished watching a video from Kinky Sweat showing this brand. If I am right, I will have her video linked down below. For me, I'm not very much interested in any of these products, if we're going to be honest. They look cute and all, but like, I'm not really pressed, so I'm just going to easily pass on this. Danessa Myricks is coming to Sephora, and honestly, I am excited. I don't have very many products from Danessa Myricks, but I do have quite a few products on my wish list, and between the like gift cards that I end up getting from Beautylish because of certain sales and certain deals, I am very excited, and I do plan to get quite a few products from Danessa Myricks in the future. I might actually go ahead and pick some of those up, meow, including, so I'm actually wearing today one of the blush duos from Wayne Goss. This one happens to be in Bright Poppy. I also want to get their blush duo in Azalea, whatever that the full name is, and I also have a couple of Danessa Myricks products as well. But if these come to Sephora, I may be going ahead and picking some up. It's going to be available at Sephora on February 26th and in store in April 9th. So I will go ahead and pick an order online. I also need to do an order through Ulta. There are a couple of base products and like just necessities that I am running extremely low on, and I need to go ahead and pick them up right now. So I may be actually doing a couple of orders this week that I wasn't necessarily opposed to, but I also wasn't necessarily like planning for, if that makes sense. Okay, so Becca Cosmetics is also coming out with a new palette, and this is supposed to be limited edition. It is a limited edition face and eye palette featuring all new shades of highlighter, blush, and bronzer. You have the Eclipsed, which is a light pink golden rose pearl. You have Calypso Coral, which is a coral pink and golden pearl. Vava Bloom, which is a rose with golden and silver pearls. And then you have a Gold Trotter, which is a medium bronze and golden pearls. I think this is a decent looking palette, but it's not something that's going to look even halfway decent on me. So your girl is going to personally pass. And honestly, for me, I think Becca needs to really step it up. They've really fallen down in the crops and the dumps, and they need to get it together. Let's face it. She Glam has come out with a couple new palettes, and these actually look quite interesting, so let's talk about them. They have the New Beginnings, the Love Stoned, the Deep Feelings, and the Mauve Ulosu palette. The Mauve Ulosu palette is the one that is 12 shades. I think that the one in the bottom right hand corner looks really cute. I like these palettes. You get 9 shades for $6. 9 shades for $6. I'm about it. And this is releasing on the Shein website. So I'm assuming it's the Shein like house brand. I'm about it. I like it. I am. We'll see. We'll see. I've ordered from Shein before, you know, you get what you pay for. So I would love to see what that means when it comes to makeup. Huda Beauty has sneak peeked, and I don't think she has officially launched. No, they don't launch until February 23rd. And these are her micro brow pencils. I have not been using micro brow pencils in the immediate and kind of distant past. I've really been focusing in on using the products that I have, and I had a brow powder, and so this has been in my project pan for I don't even know how long, I guess the past 2 months really, and I've been really focusing in on getting my use out of this product. Overall, brow pencils I actually really do enjoy, but I also find that you don't get like the lightener shade that you can really use a nice little gradient with your brows. So am I necessarily going to try this product from Huda? Probably not. Is it because it's a brow pencil, or is it because it's from Huda Beauty? I'm leaning more towards it's because it's a brow pencil, and I just really like to have that kind of multi-powder look in my brows, and getting it in a palette is more cost effective. So I think overall this is just not a product that I need anymore unless I am traveling. I think this product will just be a lot easier to use, but then again, traveling, the amount of times I'm bound to actually put makeup on my face is probably 1 out of the days, and that's even including like my 2-week vacations. I generally only put makeup on once a day, once in those vacations. And they have quite the range. They have it ranging from warm blonde, neutral blonde, caramel blonde, light brown, medium brown, rich brown, black brown, and soft brown. So I think that is a nice, decent range. The only thing that I think they're truly missing is there's no redhead shade from what I can tell. So that would be kind of a sad thing, although it looks like the redhead that they have in the picture they have as caramel brown. That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought them to be that shade, because they said it works for redheads and dark blonde hair. That doesn't seem like a combination that works, but anyways, it is what it is. Okay, let's keep going. Becca Cosmetics has come out with the Life is Pastel palette. It is 16 shades. You get mattes and shimmers, and it retails for $12. I think this is nice. It's nice. I've never tried this brand at all, but I've been wanting to kind of collect a bunch of pastel palettes and review them for you guys, and kind of tell you guys the best of the best for people of color, specifically people who have a nice deep or dark skin tone. So it'd be interesting. I would love to know if you guys would be interested in seeing a review from me. Please do let me know. I really would appreciate you guys letting me know if you would like to see this from me. And if you will, I might put this kind of higher up on my docket to pick up. And if not, I might not ever put it on, and it might be lower. So please do let me know down below if you're interested. Colored Raine, their new lip lacquers, will be launching on February 22nd. I think it's cute, but where are the bloody bronzers? I am sick and tired of seeing everything else launch that they sneak peeked before and after the bronzers. Give me the bronzers, okay? They do have a nice little range. If I had to choose between this range, now that we see them swatched on lips, I would choose Miriam. That would be the only shade that I would pick up, because I know I would get use out of that. The other ones I know I won't get any use out of, not a lick. So yeah. Metamorphosis Cosmetics, I believe. Let's go with that. They've launched recently some blushes, and these blushes actually look interesting. They haven't swatched them on a darkened complexion at all, but I am intrigued. I am very much intrigued to see what they would look like on my complexion, especially the like dark, rich brown. I don't even know which shade that is, to be honest. Like, Even in the swatch, it looks like it may be like a mauve shade, but I just be very, very intrigued to see what's going on with this brand. And who knows? It's only $8 for a blush. They launched yesterday. Should I pick them up? You can save money with the code HOTSPOT. Should I pick them up? I'll let you know on the screen if I picked one up. Who knows? Okay, Glaminatrix Cosmetics. They have swatched their latest palette. And what is the name of this palette? This palette is called the You're Beautiful palette. And recently I actually saw somebody comparing the swatches of this palette to the swatches of the Club Nebula palette from Cosmetics, which I think, you know, there are some comparable shades. Are they dupes? No ma'am, but there are definitely some comparable shades. I still have yet to try this brand, right? No, that's a lie. I did try this brand. I bought something from this brand via Etsy a while ago. I think this is when they were very, very new, and they didn't even have labels on the actual shadows, so it was terrible when I would try and link them for you guys, or just for me or for them. Long story short, I think this color scheme is actually quite interesting and actually quite pretty. Is this something that I'm gonna run out and pick up? Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. But would I potentially pick this up later on if there's a sale or something? Yes, I would. Dior has come out with a new product. There are 10 shades and they are $40 each, and this is their Backstage Face and Body Powder. They only show 6 shades like in their like promos, but in Trend Mood she literally says there are 10 shades. So I'm intrigued to see the full range. For me, I will say, okay, Dior's face products, I do enjoy. I enjoy them so much. Now, Dior had me messed up with their latest cushion foundation. I don't know who they thought they were, only releasing like 3 shades, but their cheek products I really enjoy. So I don't know. I don't need any more powders. I really don't. I don't. But if I could use this powder on top of like a foundation that I don't necessarily enjoy and still get a very comparable finish to this baby right here, don't clock me, okay? You don't clock me, because elbows, okay? Elbows may come out. And like I said, I don't know if I said these are $40 each for a powder, and I'm assuming, like based on the compact, I'm assuming it's very comparable to their highlighter compact, which, let's see if I can get it. Their highlighter compact, you get 10 grams each, and does it say how much product you get? It doesn't say how much product you get, but I just feel like it's going to be a very comparable size. Let's put this upside down, or the right way up. It's going to be a very comparable size to this baby right here. And honestly, I used this in the January part of my project pan, and I do kind of miss it, especially this shade right here, which is the shade Metallic Copper, and this is their Copper Gold Quad. Brilliant, okay? Brilliant. Okay, let's keep going. ColourPop. ColourPop launched, did they launch it or have they just sneak peeked it? Let me figure this out, because I got so many posts today about this product. So this is the collaboration between ColourPop and Bambi. It is launching on the 25th of February at 10 a.m. PST, which EST, that means that it launches at 8 a.m. EST, I believe. Or is it 3 hours? I think it might actually be 3 hours. So maybe 7 a.m. EST. There are 3 5-pan palettes, there are 3 liners, 3 luxe lip glosses, and there's a highlighter and faux lashes. For me personally, there's not a palette in here that I feel I cannot live without. And that's kind of how I'm going to leave it. Everything else, the Lux lip glosses, I haven't heard anybody liking them at all. So I'm just going to take these influencers kind of opinions, and everything else, it seems very basic. I was never a huge Bambi fan. I don't even know if I've really watched the movie. I'm pretty sure we have the VHS somewhere in my house, but have I watched the video and paid attention? I think not. So for me, I have no kind of ties to it, and I'm good with that. An update on the MAC collaboration with Harris Reed. I told you guys that I was very interested in this collaboration, and that interest has kind of died down, right? So I was very interested in the two kind of what looked to be at the time cheap products. One of them actually turned out to be a lip palette, so that was an easy pass. I have no business getting a lip palette at all. Then they have a cream colored base, and to me it just looks like the blush is a cream base, but the highlighter isn't. So that's why I went ahead and passed on this, let alone, once again, I don't have the money. I don't get paid until Monday, and I've already budgeted out my money, okay? So I need to simmer down just a little bit, Scotty, and, you know, put that money where it needs to go. So that's kind of where I'm at, and this is not something that I'm willing to jeopardize that budget for. Orbe is coming to Sephora, which I think is exciting for people who use Orbe. I don't really know where they've been shopping for those people who have been using Orbe, but nonetheless, it's coming. I don't really know much about them, except I believe they are predominantly a hair care brand, but some of these bottles look to be like they may be foundation and makeup. I don't really know. I don't know much. Let's see if I can find them on Sephora. To be quite honest, I haven't bought anything on Sephora this year, and I'm okay with that. I haven't bought anything from Ulta at all yet. How do I spell this brand? O-R. Oh, Orbe. No, Lord have mercy. I pressed the wrong thing. Orbe. Yeah, this whole brand just seems to be like kind of a luxury, high-end hair care brand. And don't get me wrong, you know, sis, if it works for you, it works for me. Works for you. I'm not going to judge you or anything like that, but just right now for me, it just ain't what I need at all. So the next kind of indie release that I want to talk about is Pink Lips Cosmetics is coming out with 5-star soft matte concealers and loose powders. I've never heard of this brand at all, but it looks like maybe they're extending their concealer range, because there are a lot more swatches than 5 on that on the arms. Let me see what's going on with this. So the concealer is $22. And I would love to see what the powder is $16. You guys know I love to support indie brands. I only have, I'm running low on my current concealer, which is my Urban Decay concealer, and I have 2 concealers otherwise that aren't the right shade. At least definitely for right now, let alone just in general. I'm going to look into this brand, very much so look into this brand. This brand looks to be based in Missouri, and it's a black owned female brand. Oh, I might go ahead and pick up. Yeah, this brand might definitely get minimum their concealers picked up from me, and I might pick up their powder as well. I'm very interested, and it's a decent shade range. I think they definitely have done well for, you know, the fact that they are a indie brand, and you know, there may be a powder shade that will work for me, and also a concealer shade that will work for me. So I'm very interested. And then the last product that I want to discuss today is from Drenched Cosmetics, and these are their Hydro Brow Ultra Slim Brow Pencils. Once again, these are $10 each, so very nice and reasonable price. They come in black, dark gray, dark coffee, dark brown, light brown, and light coffee. I think they're definitely missing some shades in there with, like I said, not kind of giving any shades to people who are redheads and blondes. I just don't see the kind of nice range, but who am I? You don't really see any swatches in the post that I've pinned, but once again, I just don't think this is something that I personally need to pick up if I am planning to travel in the future, which really the most recent trip, I don't know if it's actually going to happen. I mean, like I've said, and I fully intend to do, if COVID is not where it needs to be when that trip rolls around, I will just say, you know, I will lose my money and it'll be fine. I'd rather lose the money that I put into that trip and stay healthy and safe than contribute to the amount of people who really perpetuating this pandemic. I hope you guys are feeling me on that. But for me right now, I just don't need a bronze or a brow pencil. I'll just continue to use my brow powders. Overall, for this week, once again, I just don't think that I need anything particularly that I've talked about this week. There may be one or two things that I pick up, and there may be one or two things that I've been eyeing from the past. Like, I'm still eyeing those Vive blushes. I know I said I didn't want them. I want them now. So we will see what happens. I am just very much in like the blushy mood, but I am very determined to only pick up things that will benefit, that will be new. I don't want to pick up things that will be repetitive or something that I already have in my collection. So I really will be kind of cross-examining my collection before I pick up any new blushes, even though I wasn't supposed to be picking up blushes for quite some time. But that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to blabber on about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, y'all, Black lives do matter. Please remember to wear a mask and stay safe. I would love it if you guys would like and subscribe to the video. If you like my content, check out any old videos, any videos coming up soon. I do plan to have a video up on a Monday. Hopefully I can have it edited and uploaded prior, because I do work on Monday and your girl just doesn't do the best with getting videos up prior if I work the day of. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.